Hi there, it's Fionna Gossling from Royal LePage with a very quick update as to what happened in the Oakville real estate market in May 2025. So this graph is not so interesting at this stage. It's just showing the average sale price of each month that we've had. So because it's only reflecting the first 5 months of the year, a lot can change. But what it does show is that our average sale price has remained quite strong since 2021. So there was a big jump in 2020 up to 2021, and it's remained fairly steady there. There is a decrease in 2025 overall so far. And then again, this chart is just a really nice visual, I think, because I say it every month, there's so few statistical data points that a few big sales or a bunch of little sales can really sway that average and median sale price. But I do think the graph is interesting to show that there's kind of it's actually a pretty flat line. So real estate, in spite of the news headlines, in Oakville since 2021, really 2021, has been relatively flat within reason. And this graph kind of illustrates that. So if we look at what happened in May 2025, you can see that our average sale price was actually, I'll start at the beginning. We had 308 sales, which is great. It's actually the most sales we've had all year. And that's quite interesting. It's showing that there is kind of a appetite out there and a little bit of buyer's confidence. And we've been waiting for buyer's confidence to return to the market for years. And why I started to lay out this slide to show 2024 as well, is you can see we've not had 308 sales in a really long time. So not once in 2024. And I'd have to go back to 2023 to see the last time we had that. So that's a good sign of buyer confidence. What is interesting, so we have 1,415 units for sale. So that's a ton of inventory. It's more inventory than I've ever seen, I think. Part of that is there is a ton of inventory north of Dundas that has come online. So when investors were buying small condo units north of Dundas, or really new built houses north of Dundas, all of those have completed now. And if they were buying those in 2020 pre-sale or 2021, they've now completed. And a lot of those people were buying them on speculation or as investors, and now they need to get rid of them. And it will be interesting to watch the prices on that and see how that adjusts. This months of inventory is just a direct correlation. So although the months of inventory has gone up because the number of sales has gone up, our months of inventory has dropped down, which is nice to see. And the average sale price dropped as well. The average sale price dropped to $1,447,000, and the median sale price dropped to $1,274,000. And the days on market went from 27 to 29. So it's all kind of in that mid 20s for most of the year, or high 20s for most of the year. What I do think is interesting about this, well, I'll get to it. Maybe I'm the only one who thinks it's interesting. But I think as that new product has to sell, there's going to be some downward pressure on pricing there. But what I'm seeing in Southeast Oakville or East Lake, really south of the QEW, anywhere in South Oakville, is that prices are remaining quite strong, and there's not a ton of well-priced inventory out there. There is inventory, but either it is priced based off of January and February 2022, or it is, and everybody's saying, well, if my neighbor sold a little while ago for X, then I should be worth more. So they're not actually pricing it based off of comparable sales. And there's a lot of agents buying listings, which is making me insane. But when you look at this month over last month, just in prices, you can see our number of sales has increased significantly, 18%. That's wonderful news. Tons more inventory to choose from, less good news. It's resulting in downward pressure on pricing, but I do think when you look at those sales, it's a lot of condo sales that we had this month, which is great to get that condo market moving. but it has reflected in a 9% decrease in price this month, and it's taking a little bit longer to sell. So last May it was taking on average 19 days. Now we're taking 29 days. There is definitely a challenging time in real estate. So if you're selling your house right now, you need to be priced well, you need to be prepared well, and you need to expect it to take a little bit longer. If you are buying a house right now, you have lots to choose from, and depending on where you're actually buying. This is what I think is very interesting. Our detached homes, lots to choose from. 151 sales, average sale price 1.934. So that's lower compared to last month. Townhouses, almost 199 sales there, 3.5 months of inventory, pretty balanced market. Average sale price of 1.1. So that's pretty consistent with what it's always been. Our condo average sale price really jumped this month, and our number of sales really jumped, which is nice to see. So I don't think we've seen 6.4 months of inventory in condos in a really long time. So it's great, I think. And here we're looking at the detached sales. So if you break down number of sales, we had more detached sales in May than we have since February. More to choose from as well. And the sale price always fluctuates month over month, but we are down. It was our lowest average sale price when you look at the 4 months, but not by a huge amount. Townhouses, they've remained pretty consistent in terms of your average sale price there, bouncing between $1,032,000 back in February to 1.1 here. And far more sales, which is also good. And then this is what's very interesting. So we had way more sales, 58 condo sales in May compared to 36, 32, 21 in previous months. And the average sale price also really jumped up there. If you had any specific questions about what's going on in the Oakville real estate market, please don't hesitate to reach out. And I'm always happy to talk to you about what's going on in your particular pocket.